Commander Maya Torres hadn't expected to find an alien eating her last chocolate bar in the maintenance shaft of her ship. Yet there she was, perched cross-legged between the power conduits, skin shimmering like liquid mercury, unwrapping Maya's emergency stash with delicate six-fingered hands. "These are quite good," the alien said, voice melodic and perfectly accented, "though I expected more from humanity's most cherished confection." Maya's hand instinctively went to her sidearm, then stopped. The alien didn't seem threatening, just annoyingly comfortable for someone who'd broken into a private vessel. "You have exactly 30 seconds to explain why I shouldn't vent this section into space." "Because, Commander Torres, I'm here to prevent the extinction of your species." The alien took another bite, silver eyes studying Maya's reaction. "Also, your ship's environmental controls are malfunctioning. Venting this section would cascade through the whole vessel." Maya's jaw clenched. The environmental systems had been acting up for weeks, but there was no way an intruder could know that. "Who are you?" "I'm called Echo." The alien stood in one fluid motion, somehow making the cramped maintenance shaft seem spacious. "And you, Maya Torres, are much more important than you realize." "Right, I'm a cargo hauler with bad credit and worse luck. Try another line." Echo's expression shifted, mercury skin rippling with what might have been concern. "You really don't remember, do you? The Helios project, the quantum trials." Maya's head throbbed suddenly, a spike of pain behind her eyes. "Never heard of them." "Of course not. They took those memories from you, just like they took them from all the others." Echo stepped closer, head tilted. "But they couldn't erase everything. Tell me, Commander, why do you dream of a ship called the Horizon's Dawn when you've never served on a vessel by that name?" Maya stumbled back, the pain intensifying. Those dreams, the ones that had haunted her for years. The massive ship, the strange technology, the sense of desperate purpose. "How do you?" A klaxon shattered the moment. "Proximity alert," the ship's AI announced. "Unknown vessel approaching at combat speed." Echo's silver skin darkened to gunmetal. "They found us faster than expected." "They," Maya demanded. "Who's they?" "The ones who took your memories, the ones who have been systematically eliminating everyone connected to the project." Echo pressed something into Maya's hand, a small crystal that pulsed with inner light. "You have a choice now, Commander. Run and likely die, or trust me and maybe save humanity." The ship shuddered as the unknown vessel locked on with a tractor beam. Maya looked at the crystal, then at Echo. The pain in her head was a symphony now, but underneath it was something else, a certainty she couldn't explain. "Phoenix," she whispered, the word rising unbidden to her lips. Echo's eyes widened. "You remember the activation code?" I don't know where that came from." Maya clutched the crystal tighter. "But I'm not running." A smile spread across Echo's mercury features. "Good, because humanity's greatest weapon isn't their technology or their determination." The alien's skin rippled with patterns of light. "It's their capacity to trust even when every logical impulse screams otherwise." The crystal flared in Maya's hand, and suddenly the maintenance shaft was filled with holographic displays, star charts, technical readouts, mission logs. At their center was an image of a massive ship that Maya had only ever seen in her dreams. "Welcome back, Commander Torres," Echo said softly. "Now shall we go save your species?" The enemy ship opened fire, and Maya Torres, cargo hauler, exile, and apparently humanity's last hope, made her choice. "Phoenix, full power to engines. Let's show them why you don't corner a human with nothing left to lose." As her ship leaped into action, Maya caught Echo's approving nod. The alien was right about one thing: trust might be humanity's greatest weapon. But as the stars blurred around them and long-buried memories began stirring in Maya's mind, she had a feeling they were about to demonstrate a few other human qualities as well. Starting with the tendency to hit back, hard. The quantum drive screamed as Maya pushed her ship beyond its supposed limits. Behind them, 3 pursuit vessels carved burning lines through space, their weapons turning the void into a deadly light show. But Maya wasn't running blind anymore. Her hands moved across the controls with impossible precision, executing maneuvers she'd never trained for but somehow knew by heart. "Your muscle memory is returning faster than anticipated," Echo observed, silver skin pulsing with data streams. "Though your conscious mind still resists." Maya banked hard around a debris field, using the floating wreckage as cover. Less commentary, more explaining. Who's chasing us and what exactly did I forget? They're called the Concordat. Echo interfaced directly with the ship systems, Mercury fingers spreading into the console. A coalition of species dedicated to preventing any single civilization from achieving quantum supremacy. Another blast rocked the ship, Maya swore as the shields flickered, and humanity achieved this supremacy. No, Echo's eyes locked onto Maya's. But you were going too. The Helios project was humanity's quantum breakthrough, a way to manipulate reality itself. You were its lead pilot. The words triggered another spike of pain, accompanied by fragmentary images, a massive testing chamber, a ship unlike anything humanity had built before, a desperate countdown. Maya shook her head, trying to focus on flying. If I was so important, why erase my memories? Because, Echo started, but the ship lurched violently. Warning lights flooded the cockpit. Direct hit to the quantum core, Phoenix reported. Containment failing. Maya's fingers flew across the controls, but nothing responded. The pursuing ships moved to surround them, weapons charged. On the main view screen, a cold voice delivered their ultimatum. Surrender the alien and the crystal. This is your only warning. Echo's expression darkened. They'll kill us both if we surrender. Good thing that's not an option. Maya pulled the crystal from her pocket, the one Echo had given her. It pulsed in sync with her heartbeat now growing warmer. This isn't just a data storage device, is it? It's a key, Echo confirmed, to unlock what they took from you, but a forced awakening could be dangerous. Maya closed her fist around the crystal, more dangerous than captured and executed. Echo's skin rippled with concern. The shock could kill you. And if these memories are as important as you say, dying without them dooms humanity anyway. Maya met the alien's silver gaze. So what's the activation phrase? Maya. The phrase, Echo. The alien's shoulders slumped in resignation. Horizon's dawn rises. Maya spoke the words and the universe exploded behind her eyes. Memories cascaded through her consciousness like a breaking dam, the quantum research facility on Europa, the breakthrough that changed everything. The test flights that bent reality, the discovery that humans weren't just good at quantum manipulation, they were naturally gifted at it. And then the attack. The Concordat ships appearing in orbit, the desperate plan to preserve humanity's quantum future. Maya gasped as the final memory slotted into place. She hadn't just been the lead pilot. She'd helped design the failsafe that scattered their knowledge across time and space, encoded in the very DNA of key personnel. She opened her eyes to find Echo watching her intently. How much? All of it, Maya whispered. We weren't achieving quantum supremacy. We were remembering it. Humans were quantum engineers before we were even human. And now you remember how to prove it. Echo's skin brightened. The Concordat didn't just fear what humanity might become, they feared what you once were. Maya turned back to the controls, but now she saw them differently. The quantum core wasn't just an engine, it was a key to reality itself, and she remembered how to turn it. Phoenix, she commanded, voice steady with newfound purpose. Initiate Quantum Protocol 0. Protocol recognized, the AI responded. Welcome back, Creator Tours. The ship's systems transformed, panels shifting and reforming as dormant technology awakened. Outside, the Concordat vessels opened fire, but their weapons passed through Maya's ship like it wasn't there. Because in a way, it wasn't, not in their layer of reality. Plot a course to the Nexus, Maya ordered, fingers dancing across quantum-enhanced controls. It's time to wake the others. Echo made a sound of approval. The Concordat thought they could keep humanity restrained by taking their memories. The alien's skin shimmered with something like pride. They forgot that humans have a habit of exceeding their limitations. Maya allowed herself a grim smile as they accelerated into quantum space, leaving their pursuers behind in a reality they no longer fully inhabited. No, she corrected. They forgot that limitation itself is just another human memory, and now we remember how to break it. The stars bent around them as they jumped, not through space, but through the quantum layers of existence itself. Maya Torres, pilot, quantum engineer, and now the key to humanity's reawakening, had stopped running. It was time to remind the galaxy why humans had been feared in the first place. And this time they wouldn't forget. The Nexus hung in the quantum void like a forgotten dream, a massive space station built in geometries that shouldn't exist. To normal eyes, it would appear as nothing more than a field of debris. But through Maya's awakened perception, she saw its true form, a crystalline structure of impossible beauty floating in the spaces between realities. "Home sweet home," Maya muttered, guiding their ship through quantum currents toward the docking array. "Though I remember it being less abandoned." Echo's mercury skin reflected the station's ethereal light. The Concordat's attack forced an emergency evacuation. Most of the staff uploaded their consciousness into the quantum matrix rather than risk capture. Maya's hands tightened on the controls. "You mean they're still here, in the system?" "In a manner of speaking." Echo moved to the navigation console, interfacing directly with it. "But retrieving them will require reactivating the station's core systems, something only a fully awakened human quantum engineer can do." "Lucky us," Maya said, but her voice held no humor. The memories were still settling in her mind, faces of colleagues, friends, people who had chosen digital exile over surrender. She remembered the chaos of that final day, the desperate scramble to preserve what they could of their work. The ship docked with a gentle shudder, magnetic clamps engaging. Maya stood, checking her sidearm more out of habit than necessity. "Phoenix, maintain quantum cloak, if anything follows us here." "Already done, Creator," the AI responded, somehow managing to sound smug. The station's corridors were dark and silent, but Maya's enhanced senses detected the thrumming of dormant systems all around them. Her fingers traced patterns in the air as she walked, leaving trails of quantum energy that activated long-dead circuits. "The station's responding to you," Echo observed. "It recognizes its creator." "One of its creators," Maya corrected. "Dr. Marcus Kane led the project. She trailed off as another memory surfaced. "I designed the quantum interface, the way humans could naturally connect with the technology." They reached the central control room, a vast chamber dominated by a crystalline structure that pulsed with faint inner light. Maya approached the main console, and the entire room came alive, holographic displays springing into existence, systems awakening from years of slumber. "Warning," a new voice announced, the station's AI. "Creator authorization required for full reactivation." Maya pressed her palm to the console. "Authorization towards 79 Delta." "Wait," Echo's warning came too late. The crystal structure flared blindingly bright, and a figure materialized in the center of the room, a tall man with graying hair and tired eyes. Maya's breath caught in her throat. "Dr. Kane." The hologram smiled sadly. "Hello, Maya, I was hoping you'd remember." Echo moved forward, skin darkening with concern. "This isn't just a recording, is it?" "No," Kane's image flickered. "I uploaded myself last after ensuring the others were safe. I've been waiting, watching over them, over all of it." Maya stepped closer to her old mentor. "The Concordat, they're still hunting us, still trying to suppress humanity's quantum abilities." Kane nodded. "Because they fear what we discovered, the truth about human consciousness itself." He gestured, and the room filled with complex quantum equations. "We didn't invent quantum engineering, Maya. We evolved with it. Human consciousness naturally exists in a quantum state. That's why we can interface with this technology so easily." "And why the Concordat wants us either controlled or dead," Echo added. "Your species isn't just gifted with quantum manipulation. You're quantum beings wearing physical forms." Maya's mind raced with implications. The others who uploaded themselves, they're not trapped here, are they? They're more free than ever. "Now you understand," Kane's image smiled. "But they need physical anchors to fully manifest. People like you, Maya, awakened quantum engineers who can bridge the gap between states of existence." A distant alarm sounded. Echo's skin rippled with data. "The Concordat found us, multiple ships entering the debris field." Kane's expression hardened. "Then we have no choice. Maya, you need to initiate the full awakening, not just for yourself, but for all of humanity." "How many?" Maya asked, already knowing the answer wouldn't be small. "Thousands," Kane replied. "Quantum engineers hidden throughout human space, living ordinary lives, their true nature suppressed. The crystal Echo gave you, it's not just a key, it's a beacon." Maya looked at her alien companion. "You knew this would happen." Echo's silver eyes met hers steadily. "I knew humanity deserved the chance to choose." Another alarm blared. The Concordat ships were getting closer. Maya turned back to Kane's hologram, to the quantum equations dancing around them, to the impossible station that represented everything humanity had forgotten about itself. "Tell me what to do," she said. Kane's image reached out, hand passing through her shoulder. "What you were born to do, Maya, remember, not just for yourself, but for all of us." Maya closed her eyes, feeling the quantum energy flowing through her, through the station, through reality itself. She was more than human now, she was a bridge between states of existence, a key to awakening her species' true potential. And somewhere in the darkness of space, thousands of ordinary humans were about to remember exactly what that meant. The Nexus shuddered as the first Concordat weapon's fire pierced the quantum veil. Maya's hands danced across the crystalline controls, weaving defensive patterns through multiple layers of reality. Around her, the station's vast chamber hummed with building energy as thousands of uploaded consciousnesses stirred from their digital slumber. "Their quantum disruption weapons are evolving," Echo warned, Mercury's skin flickering with interference patterns. "They're learning to target our frequency." "Let them learn," Maya replied, voice steady despite the strain. Her newly awakened abilities let her see the quantum battlefield in its entirety, every reality layer, every possibility stream. "Dr. Kane, status of the Awakening Protocol." The hologram of her former mentor materialized beside her, his image more solid now as the station's power grew. "The beacon is ready, but Maya, you need to understand, this will be like lighting a quantum sun. Every suppressed human consciousness in the galaxy will awaken simultaneously." "And the Concordat will feel it," Echo added. "They'll throw everything they have at us to stop it." Another blast rocked the station. Through the quantum field, Maya saw 5 more Concordat warships emerging from hyperspace. Their weapons glowed with an ominous purple light, quantum dampeners designed to sever humanity's connection to their true nature. "Phoenix," Maya called to her ship's AI, "status report." "Maintaining quantum cloak, Creator, but their scanners are adapting. Estimate 3 minutes until they can target us directly." Maya turned to the central crystal matrix, where the stored consciousnesses of her former colleagues swirled like a digital storm. "We're not hiding anymore. Dr. Kane, begin the transfer to my quantum core. All of you." Kane's eyes widened. "Maya, that much quantum data through a single human consciousness, it could burn you out completely." "Better than letting the Concordat find us." She met his holographic gaze. "I'll be the conduit, channel everything through me, then out to every suppressed quantum engineer in human space." Echo moved to her side, silver skin rippling with concern. "This is why I chose you, Maya. Not just because you were the project lead, but because your quantum signature is the strongest I've ever seen. You're a natural convergence point." "Lucky me," Maya muttered, then straightened as another blast shook the chamber. "No more delays, do it." The transfer began, and Maya's world exploded into pure quantum information. Through her awareness flowed thousands of consciousnesses, scientists, engineers, dreamers who had sacrificed their physical forms to preserve humanity's legacy. Their knowledge, their memories, their very essence poured through her like a digital flood. She screamed, but the sound existed in multiple realities simultaneously. Her body glowed with quantum energy, lifting off the floor as she became a living conduit between states of existence. Through her expanded awareness, she could feel them all, every suppressed human in the galaxy, their quantum nature waiting to be reawakened. "Concordat vessels launching boarding pods," Phoenix announced. "They're attempting to breach the station." Echo's voice seemed to come from a great distance. "Maya, you need to trigger the beacon now before." A quantum dampening field slammed into the station, and Maya felt reality trying to lock into a single state. The Concordat was attempting to force them back into conventional spacetime, to trap them in a reality they could control. But they had forgotten what humans truly were. Maya reached out with her quantum-enhanced consciousness, finding the beacon's frequency. With the combined power of thousands flowing through her, she sent out a pulse that rippled through every layer of existence. Across human space, people stopped what they were doing as forgotten memories cascaded through their minds. A cargo pilot in the Centauri system suddenly remembered how to fold space. A teacher on Mars looked at her students and saw their quantum signatures shining like stars. A maintenance worker on Europa realized he could read the probability streams of reality itself. The awakening swept through humanity like a quantum tsunami. But Maya wasn't done. With the last of her strength, she reached for the station's deepest systems, protocols even Kane didn't know about. "What are you doing?" Echo demanded, sensing the massive power shift. "Showing them why they were right to fear us," Maya gasped. The quantum energy surrounding her body had turned from blue to blinding white. "Dr. Kane, initiate Protocol Omega." Kane's hologram smiled in understanding. Of course, it wasn't just about awakening them. It was about giving them a rallying point, Maya finished. The entire station began to transform, quantum engineering at its finest responding to her will. The Nexus isn't just a station, it's a quantum forge. The Concordat boarders had breached the outer halls, but they were about to learn that entering a quantum engineering facility was very different from capturing it. Maya Torres, pilot, quantum engineer, and now the focal point of humanity's reawakening, was going to remind the galaxy of an important lesson. Never corner a species that exists in all realities at once. The Nexus transformed around them, its crystalline structure flowing like liquid starlight as quantum engineering reshaped reality itself. Maya floated at its heart, her consciousness expanded across multiple dimensions, feeling the awakening of humanity rippling through space and time. Through her quantum-enhanced senses, she could see the Concordat fleet reacting with growing panic as their worst fears materialized. Multiple quantum signatures detected across human space, Echo reported, her mercury skin blazing with data streams. The awakening was successful. Humanity is remembering. Maya nodded, though the gesture occurred in several realities at once. Through the quantum network, she felt the others, thousands of awakened engineers discovering their true nature. A maintenance worker on Titan reorganizing matter with a thought. A teacher on Mars showing her students how to step sideways through probability. A cargo pilot near Alpha Centauri learning that space and time were more suggestion than law. The Concordat forces had breached the station's outer defenses, but found themselves trapped in a maze of shifting quantum geometries. Maya smiled as she felt their confusion. "Dr. Kane, status of the forge." Kane's hologram sparkled with newfound energy as the uploaded consciousnesses settled into the station's matrix. "The quantum forge is at full power, but Maya, you need to understand what you're about to attempt, merging the physical and quantum realms. Could destroy everything," she finished. "Or restore what was taken from us. Echo knew this was coming, didn't you?" The alien's silver eyes met hers. "I knew humanity would either transcend or fall trying. The Concordat feared your potential because they saw it in your past, in ruins of quantum engineering that predated their own civilizations." Another blast rocked the station as the Concordat fleet concentrated their fire. But their weapons meant for conventional space barely touched the quantum-enhanced structure. Maya reached deeper into the forge's power, feeling the barriers between realities growing thin. "They took our history," she said, her voice resonating across dimensions. "Suppressed our nature, made us forget what we really were." Her eyes glowed with quantum fire. "Time to remember all of it." Through the quantum network, she sent a message to every awakened human. "Remember with me." The response was immediate and overwhelming. Thousands of quantum-awakened minds joined with hers, their combined consciousness reaching through time and space. The forge responded, its power multiplied by each participating mind until reality itself began to bend. "Concordat vessels launching quantum warheads," Phoenix warned. "They're attempting to collapse all local reality streams." Echo's skin darkened with concern. "Maya, if those warheads hit." "They won't." Maya stretched out her awareness, feeling the quantum signatures of the incoming weapons. With the combined power of humanity's awakened engineers flowing through her, she didn't just disable the warheads. She rewrote their fundamental nature, transforming weapons of destruction into catalysts for change. The explosion that followed wasn't one of devastation, but of revelation. Reality rippled outward from the Nexus like waves in a cosmic pond. Every human touched by the quantum awakening felt their consciousness expand further, accessing not just the knowledge of what they were, but the memory of what they had been. Cities of impossible geometry, preserved in quantum spacetime, began materializing in orbit around human worlds. Ancient technologies, hidden in dimensional folds, awakened to their creator's return. The Concordat fleet found themselves facing not just a station of quantum engineers, but an entire civilization remembering its true nature. Their weapons fell silent as the quantum revolution swept through human space. Maya felt the change in her bones, in her very atoms. She was no longer just a bridge between states of existence. She had become a focal point for humanity's transformation. Through the quantum network, she sensed the Concordats' fear turning to awe as they realized the truth. They hadn't prevented humanity's ascension. They had only delayed it. "They're retreating," Echo observed, watching the enemy fleet pull back. "Humanity's quantum signature is too strong now. They can't suppress what's already free." Maya descended to the chamber floor, though part of her consciousness remained expanded through quantum space. "They'll be back, with allies." "Let them come," Dr. Kane's hologram said, his image now stable across all reality streams. "Humanity remembers who and what they are now. The age of hiding is over." Maya turned to Echo, seeing her alien companion in a new light. "You knew this would happen, all of it. That's why you chose me, why you waited until exactly this moment." Echo's mercury skin rippled with patterns that transcended normal spacetime. "I knew humanity needed a catalyst, someone who could not just remember but help others remember too. The Concordat thought quantum engineering was a technology to be controlled." She smiled. "They never understood it was simply humanity's natural state of being." Through the quantum network, Maya felt the changes spreading. Humans everywhere were remembering, awakening, transforming. Not into something new, but into what they had always been. Beings of quantum potential, existing in all realities at once, bound only by their own imagination. "So," she said, looking out at the transformed station, at the quantum-enhanced ships now appearing in human space, at the ancient cities emerging from dimensional storage. "What do we do now?" Echo's silver eyes sparkled. Now you do what humans have always done best." She gestured to the infinite possibilities spreading before them. "You create, you explore, you evolve." Maya Torres, quantum engineer, catalyst, and now guide to a reborn civilization, smiled as she felt humanity's consciousness expanding across reality itself. The Concordat had tried to make them forget who they were, tried to keep them bound to a single layer of existence. But they had forgotten the most fundamental truth about human nature. You can't suppress what was meant to be free. The quantum revolution had begun, and this time humanity would remember.